Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
Hey y'all, it's Snacks reminding you to tune in to the Iron Elite podcast. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak the Motivated, coming to you live from the Iron Elite podcast with my man Big Sarge, where we always keep it motorcycle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.
Hey man, top of the morning. Welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show. It's Friday, man. I know y'all are getting excited. I know I am. This is the last day, man, to go ahead and put that day into the workplace, man, so you can get out and get motorcycling, you dig? I'm glad you guys won't be able to come on with us this morning, man. I know you can be anywhere doing anything with anybody, but you're spending a little time with Sarge this morning. So if you can do me a favor, man, let everybody know we're on. Share it with a friend. Let's go.
Hey, Sarge. What you never played any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Okay, man, I guess it's just going to be one of those days, man. It's going to be one of those days on Wi-Fi, man, but we're going to get it together. We just have to go without the intro today, man. Sarge, get up early in the morning, man, an hour before the show to make sure I can get all this stuff done, and it will get you each and every time. So I apologize for that this morning, man, to let you guys know again. Hey, man, we're going to have some great shows that are going to be coming up today, tomorrow, Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Oh, by the way, I have some riders that are out on the 10 right now, man. Coming in from Charlotte, North Carolina, going from the west coast to the left coast. From the left coast to the right coast. Hey, be safe, my fam, out there right now. They're in Central Texas. But today, man, I'm going to be talking to the South Florida crew. Tommie, Joe, Ana, man, we're going to be talking about their epic ride. And oh, by the way, they had to navigate and skirt around and move around and maneuver around a whole hurricane coming across the panhandle before getting back home to South Florida. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to let these guys tell you about their epic story and about what was going on with them. So with that being said, man, let's see if we can get them up and get them going this morning. And, oh, by the way, they still working, man. So we're going to try to pull them in. So real quick, let me see if I can get them. Fam, how's everybody? Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, Sarge?
Hey, man, I ain't doing that good, man. You see what just happened to me? I said, God dang it. Hey, but I'm going to tell you this, man. Where it is. I know everything gonna be all right. I tell you what, I got something for that, man. The devil ain't gonna win, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, let me stop fooling around, man. How y'all doing this morning? How's everything?
Everything is lovely.
We're here in this sunny South Florida weather.
Hey, awesome, man. Awesome. So if you guys don't mind, let's take a few minutes here. And let's introduce ourselves to everybody. Let everybody know a little bit about you, man. I call you my South Florida family, but I'm going to let you guys go ahead and do your introductions yourself. So let's do it. Let's do this. Let's go ladies first.
Oh, wow. My name is Ana Padilla. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I've been riding motorcycles for the last, I think, 7 years. And this has been my first experience, which has been awesome.
Right on. All right. Who else we got?
All right, you got Joe Fann on. I've been riding for about 7-8 years. I did a trip to Memphis, Tennessee, and this has been the longest one I ever did.
All right.
Hey, I'm Tommy Harris. I've been riding pretty much my whole life, some shape or form, ATVs, mini bikes, and sport bikes, but moved over to the Harleys, and best decision I ever made. And I've been riding, yeah, pretty much forever.
All right, all right. So now we've got everybody back. And oh, by the way, let's do this, man. If you guys don't mind, as you start coming into the show, if you would be so kind to open up a tab. If you're on Facebook, open up a second tab to go to YouTube, man. Sarge Life and Motorcycling, the YouTube channel. Just in case you didn't remember what I said or you can't remember everything that's going on, it's at the bottom of the ticker. Sarge Life and Motorcycling, because we're only going to be on Facebook for about 5 more minutes. So also, if you're coming into the show, if you don't mind, you would be so compelled to do so, reach up, hit us with a like, man, so we can get the algorithms going, we can get things pushing, so we can just make this the best show where we can today, man. So with that being said, okay, so here we go. Breezy does it, man. Good to see you this morning. We're going to go ahead and tee this off. So I got my South Florida fam fresh back from the I-10 to the end. I believe you guys have been back, what, about a week and a half now?
About a week.
About a week?
Yeah, about a week now.
She got my voice back.
Okay, okay. So everybody's settled back
Yeah,
in.
since last Wednesday.
Okay, so everybody's settled back in at work. As you can see, I think Joe is checking in at the airport. So I'm going to take Joe off camera for a second, let him get done what he has to get done. And then when he's ready, I'll kick Joe back on with us. Okay. So let's talk about this. Who was the architect to come up with this? Hey, we're going to assemble our group and we're going to do this I-10 to the end ride, this cross country ride. Who's the
It was Joe.
I can't use it.
Joe was the one that came up with the idea.
Okay. Joe was the one that came up with the idea. Okay, I think Joe's checking in now.
Yes, Joe. I said, I want to.
Okay.
About 3 years ago, and I talked to Tommy, and Tommy said he was aboard, so we finally decided we're going to do it.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about our okay, have we all rode together before? Or this is our first?
Yeah, we rode a couple times.
Okay, let me.
Locally, we rode locally.
You say again now? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, Sarge. Sarge. We ride locally together, and me and Joe did a trip to Atlanta, and we ride locally, but never this far. This was the first long ride we ever done together.
Okay. So, what was the preparation? How far in advance did we start actually physically planning for the ride?
Well, we I think we went up to the Harley Davidson. You had an event up there where you had the past riders talk about the trip and stuff like that, and you told us about to get a checkup to make sure our bikes are up to par and to make sure we're physically able to do the ride, because there were going to be some challenges. You basically gave us the format, so we did all that, and it took some preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the bikes ready and everything ourselves.
I'm sorry, Ana. Can you repeat? Can you say that again?
No, that it was good because it was a way for us to get the motorcycles ready for me to be on top of certain things that I wasn't aware of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For my Facebook friends, if you can do me a favor, come on over to YouTube. We're going to go ahead and cut the Facebook feed. Come on over to YouTube, Sarge Life and Motorcycling. So I'm going to go ahead and kill a Facebook feed real quick. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I apologize, everybody. We're all on YouTube at this point. Sarge Life and Motorcycling. So, okay, so we started thinking about this. We started kind of planning and putting things together. And I remember you guys came to, I think that was the 200th patch ceremony, was that the one that you guys
Yeah, I
came
think
up to
that was
Jacksonville
it.
Yes. Yes.
for? Okay,
Yes.
so at that time, y'all were already as a group at that point. Y'all were already assembled and ready to go. Am I correct?
Yes.
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 Okay.
We had
Okay.
already signed in and did all the. Yeah.
Okay. So as far as the preparation for the trip, were you guys able to take a look at the Iron Elite page and kind of get some notes and kind of pay attention to some of the interviews and that stuff? Was that part of your preparation as well?
That was a lot of the preparation, hearing the stories and seeing the photos, and we got a lot of feedback from that. A lot of people had a lot of interesting stuff to say and how to get ready, and it was good
Okay.
information.
Okay. Very cool. So we get ready to step off. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. How do we prepare ourselves, say, physically to be able to take on a trip that we've never taken before with this many miles and this many issues that could possibly happen? How do we, okay, did we get together on a Zoom call and said, okay, folks, this is what we think it's going to take for money. This is what we're going to think we're going to take for our motorcycles. This is how we're going to prepare ourselves physically. And then, are there any issues we need to know about one another before we take this ride? Was there anything like that put together and we start tabling it?
Well, Sarge, we all work outside, so the first thing we decided to do was cut back on our soda and cut back on a bunch of bad habits we had, and we started there first. Yeah. So as far as that's what we did first.
Okay. Yeah.
But we did. But we did get together and figure out how much money we did need for gas. Because like when we went to see you for the patches that they were saying how far and everything, we started estimating how much gas money we needed for the trip.
Okay, cool. I forgot everybody does work outside. These are real working Americans. I forgot that. But, yeah, these guys are in great shape. I forgot about that. So that outside thing wasn't going to be that big of a deal. And oh, by the way, preparing for the heat, if you're from Miami, that's not that big of a deal either. Am I correct?
It was a different heat, Sarge.
Yeah,
It's hot here, but it's a different
It's
heat.
different.
Yeah, I got respect for that. Yeah, it's a different heat, man. It's an oven heat. Yeah.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, facts. I say that too. I mean, being from Florida, man, when we're hot, we start sweating. But being in the desert, you don't sweat, man. So you don't know till it's too late.
Till it's too late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's get into it. So we take it from Miami to Jacksonville. And I think you guys didn't officially start your ride. Did y'all officially start your ride? Yeah, you did officially start going from Jacksonville to LA.
Yes, we did. We did, yes.
Okay, so you guys
Yes.
did the 10. So you did 10 to the end twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
always say our Floridians and Southern Californians, that when they do the I-10, they have to do it twice. So you
Yeah, we
guys
came
get
right
into
back.
it. Yeah, so you guys get into it and you launch that morning. So take me through launch day, the first day coming out the gate. How were we feeling? What was our strategy and what did we see? And anybody
Joe, you
can
want to
take
answer
this.
that? All right, I think Joe must be muted.
That I got muted. That I got unmuted.
Okay,
No, there you
Joe,
go. You fine
you
now.
good.
Okay.
There you go.
The first day we had a strategy. We came in. We was trying to get to San Antonio, Texas. We wanted to get, we was trying to put 1,000 miles in the first day, but we ended up getting to Houston because of the rain, the weather. So it didn't work out as planned, but it still worked out pretty good.
Yeah,
And
we go ahead, Sarge.
No, go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah,
Finish your thought.
so as far as preparation, we got up that morning. We filled up. We were trying to do another challenge, but it didn't work out in our favor. So we got our receipts and everything, and we got going. But weather was an issue. It was an overcast, and then it just started raining. We took a couple bumps and bruises, but we just kept moving forward. But the rain was probably the major issue. But we accomplished a lot that day. We felt good about it, and we accomplished a lot that day.
Okay, because I remember you. I think you guys were trying to knock out a saddle sore, right? A 1,000 mile.
1,000
The
miles.
iron
Yes,
butt.
sir.
The
Yeah, the
iron
one
butt.
time. Yeah,
The iron butt. Yeah,
yeah,
the iron butt. I'm
yeah. We
sorry.
didn't make it
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
What
ended up
time did?
doing it. We ended up doing it eventually, but we didn't document it. I didn't document it, but we ended up doing one day 1,046 miles.
Okay.
But we didn't document it. Yeah.
What time did you guys take out of Jacksonville? Y'all took out
Like
what? Late
Um,
5 in the morning. 5 in the morning.
5 in the
Because we
morning.
had got to Jacksonville a day before.
Yeah, I remember that the night
We rented a
before.
room. We wanted to get a good bite to eat and a good night's rest. And I think we left out at 5 in the morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
At five in
Hey,
the
hey,
morning.
around
hey.
that
You
time.
want to hear something?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all ready? You know I'm gonna be petty, right? You ready for my pettiness?
Yes.
I thought, I thought to myself, now it's my job never to tell riders what to do. It's always to ask some questions to see what riders are gonna do. And I love this exercise because we got the greatest plan in the world and we got it and we ready. And then after it happens is see what had happened was I when I noticed what time you guys were leaving Jacksonville, I say, ain't no way in heck they gonna make it to San Antonio. Cause I knew time when y'all left, it was gonna be a long, long day. It was gonna be the issue with, perhaps some traffic. And that is a long, long stretch. I typically look at my riders when you're trying to knock out San Antonio, the best strategy is to leave perhaps about 1 in the morning.
Wow.
About what do you guys think about that? What's your opinion on that now? Seeing that what
I
you've
think
done.
you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. It's a long freaking day.
Yep.
And all the things that you
Yep.
have to go through coming across that stretch of 10 is very taxing. Now you can do it, but you will get to San Antonio so late
Yeah.
in the night that you mess up your opportunities for strategy for the next day.
For the next day. Yeah, that
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
what
that
you
make a whole
achieve,
lot of sense.
yeah, for what you achieve the first day, you
Yeah.
lose on the second day. So again, we know
Yes.
that because y'all I-10 to the end warriors now. So you guys know that kind of stuff. But yeah, I want to throw that in. So let's take it from that first stretch of highway, that day y'all took out. Any particular things that you would want viewers to know about that stretch going from Jacksonville to San Antonio? Anything that you guys went through that was unusual?
No, it was good. Only thing about the rain. Other than that, it was a good ride.
Oh,
Yeah.
make
Okay.
sure you have some good rain gear, and make sure what I did. What I did was I had a shield on my helmet, and I forgot to swap my shield out, so I had a tinted shield. So as the day started progressing, I couldn't really see, so I had to lift the shield up a little bit to be able to see because I had clear glasses under. But then it started raining, so my helmet got wet inside. But I made it through.
Would you
That
say
was a mistake. So make sure
Another
you.
thing, yeah, another thing is I had a clear shield, but I didn't have that anti-fog thing inside, and it
pin
kept
lock?
fogging up on me, so I had it a little crack open. I was still getting wet.
I
To
think what
get
you're
air
referring,
inside. Yeah,
yeah,
because
what Anna's referring to for our viewers out there, she's referring to a pin lock
Yeah.
system. Am I
yeah,
correct?
exactly. It's a pen lock.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
that's what they refer to it. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. So the pen lock, if you and it's so funny. I lift up my shield one day. My pen lock flew out. Sarge, I lift
Yes.
up and it just blew away in the wind. So I guess they didn't put it on properly, or It just blew off on me. Yeah. So little minor things you have to prepare for, and you got to make sure everything, because on that road, that many miles away from Jacksonville or home, anything can happen at any given moment. You got to be prepared for it.
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
During the time that you, excuse me, for those folks that don't know, this is really in the South. This is the rainy season.
Yes.
All along the Panhandle, whether it's Florida, Southern Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, you name it. It rains practically almost every day. If not every day, at least rains
Yeah.
3 times, 4 times a week. So if you're ever going to make the I-10
Yes.
to the end ride in the South, or I'm sorry, in the summer from, I'm going to say July on to the beginning of October, prepare for the rain. It's going to rain. You can count on it. Is that fair, folks?
That's
No,
ooh,
Yeah.
that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah. They
Very
call it the
true.
sunshine. They say, well, Sarge, they call it the Sunshine State. It is, man. But we got swamps for a reason. I'm just
Liquid
saying.
sunshine.
Yeah,
Liquid
we got
sunshine.
and the only thing about it, man, is it rained like crazy, and then an hour later, then the sun's out. That's just the way it works, man. So be
Yeah.
prepared and be ready
Yeah.
to go.
Yes.
And just like Ana said, man, get you a pin lock system for your visor, or you ain't gonna be able to see nothing on me. I'm gonna
You
tell you,
won't.
it's gonna be an ugly
Nothing.
day. Yeah. So other than the
It's gonna
Yeah.
rain, that
fog
was
up.
yeah, and then also using things on your helmet shield like a Rain X solution is a good thing too, to be able
Good thing.
to repel the water
Yeah.
on the rain shield. Would you guys also suggest having a very good quality rain suit?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
My
Yes.
rain suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
I have to
definitely
upgrade
have
it.
it.
Yeah. The
Yes.
all weather pants. We all had all weather pants, which worked really
The
well. Mine
pants.
worked well.
Yeah.
Let me speak for myself. But I had
Yes.
a
It
rain gear
did.
jacket that I put on, and it didn't do too well. It didn't hold up like it was supposed to.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So
No,
the
No.
Okay.
the
rain,
rain
I
Yeah.
jacket
was
is not
soaking
worth
wet.
the
Gotta
gear.
update that.
Yeah.
The all weather gear
Yeah.
I suggested because I heard on I was watching one of your podcasts, and I think it was the ladies who went deep, and I heard you mention it before about weather pads. So that was the reason I suggested everybody get weather pads, all weather pads. But I didn't think
Facts.
about the jacket. I didn't think about the jacket.
Get a
The
get a.
pa-
I would always suggest, if you're going to be doing long distance riding, a long distance, and I'm saying, when I say long distance, I'm saying 800 miles or more. Get your riding suit, man. Get your riding suit. The
Yeah.
coolest part about a riding suit is going to give you some breathing room. It's going to be able to deal with the weather. It's going to be able to deal with the rain. It's going to be able to deal with a lot of things. And oh, by the way, with a riding suit, you can base layer. So when you're dealing with the cold, or if you're dealing with the heat, with a Cool Max
Yes.
base layer underneath, you can stay cool in the summertime and you can be warm in the wintertime. So that's my suggestion to everybody. Uh, uh, Jeans are cool, but when you're riding this kind of ride, I would suggest no jeans. What you guys think?
I
I
had
agree.
jeans in my I had jeans in my bag. Never put them on. I didn't wear jeans not one time throughout the whole ride.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
The
Don't
jeans
you
norm,
really don't?
the jeans are normally for when you get to where you need to be at and you're in a parking lot pimp. We lost Anna for a minute. If we can, when she gets back home, we'll pop her back on the screen. So, okay, all right. So other than rain, no other issues. The 10 was pretty smooth for you guys. Am I correct?
Yeah, it was pretty
Yes.
smooth.
Okay, okay, okay. So with
Anna
the,
Anna caught a flat.
that's
Did she
right.
catch a flat the first day or the second day?
Second day.
Joe.
Second day.
Second day.
Coming out of
Second
Houston.
day.
Yeah,
Going
second
out of
day.
Houston.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
She caught
we
a
get to
flat, and
I'm gonna actually see if I could pull that up. So the first night we had to San Antonio. When did we make it to San Antonio? About 10, 11 o'clock at night, was it?
No, we made it to Houston by 10 or 11
I'm
o'clock.
sorry, Houston by 10,
yeah,
11
we were in
o'clock.
Yeah,
Houston.
we made it
Yeah,
to Houston. Yeah, 10.
Okay.
and
How did
then
it feel?
when we, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's an overlap because Wi-Fi and stuff is pretty etchy today.
So we woke up from Houston the next day. I guess because of the weather or the the rain on the ground, everybody's tire pressure read differently. So what I learned about tire pressure is when you're filling up your tires, don't don't look at the gauge on the motorcycle. Look at the gauge on the whatever device you're using because it'll give you a mixed signal. And I think Anna was probably a little bit overinflated, which made the flat easier to happen because she was overinflated. But uh, we left Houston. We got into a little ride, and she called on the head unit and said that her tire pressure was going down, and we had to pull over. We were on the hammer lane. We were on the inner lane on I-10, so we had to get the traffic to stop while we pull over on the side of the road, and then we had to look for the hole. Yeah.
I re- I'm trying to think. Okay, so okay, yeah, because I saw. I'm gonna try to see if I can bring it up by the picture. You guys can keep talking, but y'all actually patched that tire on the highway. Am I correct?
Yeah, we use these mushroom plugs,
Mushroom.
which I highly recommend for anyone that's traveling long distance. Because a couple months back, I was heading to Daytona, and I had the normal plugs, and I caught a flat on I-95, and I went through the whole pack of plugs because I didn't have the proper plugs. They kept coming out, coming out, coming out. So I ended up having to get the bike towed back to Space Coast Harley Davidson. So I went on Amazon and I bought the mushroom plugs, which open up. Once you stick it through the tire, it opens up on the inside, which allows it not to come back out. And that plug was actually good. She could have probably did the whole trip with that plug, but
I could have.
she had the wheel and tire package. So we went to Harley Davidson. What was the name of Harley Davidson, Joe? Cowboy?
Horseshoe, cowboy horseshoe, cowboy
Right
Cowboy.
there.
horseshoe.
Yeah, right there, and
Cowboy
right there.
Harley Davidson.
And then that's another thing. If you're in San Antonio, do not go by the GPS talking about the Harley Davidson. Make sure that it's a Harley Davidson store, not an outlet store. Not one of them little
Yeah.
just clothing stores. We rode around downtown for a minute because they
Looking
sent
for
us to
Harley
a clothing
Davidson.
store.
I remember
Yeah.
you mentioned that, but it's a couple of things I want to bring up really quick because I want the
Okay.
viewers to pick up from something that you guys have said. When he was talking about don't go about the PSI gauge on the bike, what he's talking about is the TPMS system. Is that what you're talking about, Tommy? TPMS?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so you got the TPMS system that's on the infotainment, and then obviously you got it the old-fashioned tried and true way is with a tire pressure gauge. I would always say, it's cool for the TPMS, but you always should verify and back it up with the tire gauge. That's not going to lead you wrong at all. And when we're running
Yes.
across the 10, obviously it's really, really hot down there. So tires have a propensity to expand and heat and to, I guess, retract or decrease in cold weather. It's a
Yeah.
big, big, hairy deal. It's a big, hairy deal because a couple things can happen. Obviously, if it expands too much, it can explode and cause an accident. Or also, if it's deflated too low, it could be a possibility. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. It could also affect gas mileage and handling of the motorcycle. So, also, when you guys start talking about, okay, so let's go back to the tire repair kit. On the road with the tire repair kit that you had, Tommy, how long did it take you to patch that tire, and how easy or how difficult was it with that kit that you had? Okay, I
Well,
think
time is off now. The kid
we
was
lost
pretty
talk.
good once
Mine's
we figured out
still.
how to use
You
it.
want to talk now?
Once we figured out how to use it, it didn't take nothing but 2 or 3 minutes. But we had to
Okay.
figure out how to use it because we had never used it, and Tommy had to sit there and figure out how
Right.
to use it. But once
And
he
then
got it used, it was once we found the
Exactly.
hole. It took us a little while to find the hole. Once we found the hole and he figured out how to use it, it took about 2 minutes. It was patched, ready to go.
awesome. And what you guys did carry on the road with you was of course, a tire inflator.
Yes,
Am
sir.
I correct?
Yes,
Did
sir.
everybody have one, or just each one y'all had one for the group?
I think Ana had one, and I think I had one in my bag.
Okay.
Ones. And yeah, I believe Tommy had one, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Okay.
But I know what I had one, and I know Ana had one.
Yeah, but yeah, for a fact. And I had a battery charger and plug and the plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had the battery charger, and I had the old-fashioned plugs. So we had both sets of plugs.
Okay. Awesome. So as we can see again, folks that are viewing out today, as we can see again, these folks were really prepared. If they wouldn't have been prepared, I'm just going to tell you, just that one little, could have cost them $1,000 in towing and time and whatever. Just that
Yeah,
little. Just go ahead,
you're
Joe.
right you're right because we was over 140 miles, 150 miles to San Antonio, and we was like in the middle. We was in the
Right.
middle between Houston and San Antonio, and then you're looking at it. You would have had to come all the way back to start your ride from that position where we was at. So that would have put you real back.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Absolutely.
yeah, that would have
Absolutely.
been too bad.
I'm sorry. What you were
But
saying,
it's
Anna?
very important to have that tire package. It's very important to have that tire package because I only had to pay out of pocket $50, something that was going to be over $500 that would have cut into the budget that I already had planned.
Okay, very cool. So, did you use the wheel and tire package when you were in Houston?
Yeah, she
Yes,
paid
sir.
for the. Yeah, she had the
Yep.
only thing she had to pay was the $50 deductible because she had tires for life.
Awesome, awesome. And you purchased that wheel and tire package through Harley. Am I correct, or did you purchase it from somewhere
Through
else?
Holly.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes,
Hey, that wheel and tire package just paid for itself. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. It done
There it
paid for
is.
themselves twice for me because I have two brand new tires. I got a front brand new one and a back brand new one, so I'm good with it.
I'm telling you, man. If you don't get the okay, I'm gonna get probably because I think are you guys is Tommy and Anna, are y'all still in the same truck, or you guys separated from
Now,
each other?
Tommy just got out the truck.
Okay, so
My phone turned off because it had overheated.
okay, no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what happened
y'all,
when you get
yeah,
an iPhone.
y'all can stay together. I was just gonna
No, this,
mute one person so we didn't get feedback. Okay, no problem.
yeah.
So okay, so folks, again, get the wheel and tire package. Folks, again, get your tire repair kit. Folks, again, have your emergency roadside equipment, tire inflator, your jump box. Have those things in line because if you don't, you can make a simple little thing that went wrong become a catastrophic thing if you don't have those things at the minimum. So okay, so we the second day we didn't had the tire foolishness, and now we're at Harley. Did you guys just stay over in Houston that night, or did y'all get the tire repaired and y'all boogied on out?
No, we got in San Antonio. We went and got a tire repair. We sat there and played in Holly for a while, and Holly was real nice because we met a couple of people, and so that made it the shutdown pretty good. We met this guy was 73 years old, still riding. So he gonna ride till he can't
Oh,
hold the
yeah.
throttle no more.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So
Yeah.
it was nice, and then we pushed on. So we left San Antonio, and I think we pushed on to what part of Texas did we go to, Tommy? We went back to we stayed the next time. Which part of Texas was that?
Fort Stockton.
Fort Stockton.
Well, Fort
Fort
Stockton.
Stockton.
The big
Yeah.
old metropolis, the big old metropolis of Fort Stockton, smooth
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's Fort Stockton. Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
think that you had told us to see if we can try to make it there. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Fort Stockton. Yeah, Fort Stockton was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So that was, for the viewers, I tell everybody that, okay, so let's go west of San Antonio. I say let's go Bernie. From after Bernie, west of Bernie until El Paso, I call that the gauntlet. Because if you make a mistake out there, it's multiplied. And it's multiplied because it's very rural and it's desert. And ain't nothing out there, man. Nothing.
Yes.
So you got a couple select little
No,
towns you can
not at
pull
all.
into to sleep. You got a couple little select towns you can pull in to sleep. Ain't no Harley dealers.
None.
Period. So every
No.
move that you have, every move you make out there has to be calculated. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What about
Yes,
gas out there?
definitely.
Did you guys do good maneuvering in and out of the gas stations in that stretch from there to El Paso?
Yes, it was good
Yeah, the gas
because
station.
go ahead,
Okay.
Tommy.
We didn't have a gas station issue. We didn't have a gas station issue. We were pretty much doing every half a tank, maybe a little under, in between a quarter and a half. And we were actually good. But something that you did mention to us that we saw, some gas stations that show up on the I exit were not there anymore, or were not serving gases or gas or whatever, because we said, you know what, we're going to push it to the next one. And when we got to the next one, it was closed. But we still had gas, but that kind of kept us on point not to do that. We stop when we have the opportunity to stop, and we stop when we see a gas station. Don't try to push it, because the next one might not be open.
Oh, for sure. I tell people all the time out there, show up as a gas station, but you never know out there because, again, that's rural Texas. Things
Yes.
happen. Sometimes you pull into a gas station and they don't have fuel. Sometimes you can pull into a gas station and, like me this year, I pulled into one out there. They only had diesel.
Wow.
So I'm glad you guys took my advice on that, especially if you're experienced running that stretch of highway, you can do what you got to do. If you're experienced and you really know what the heck you're doing. But if you don't run that highway consistently, I always tell my riders, a half a tank, go fill up. Half a tank fill up. It's better safe than sorry, because if you run out of gas out there, waiting on AAA to bring you fuel can be a long, long time. And
Especially if it's in the desert.
facts, summertime, there's heat, or if it's at night, there's wild animals and all kind of crazy stuff crossing the road. Not to mention cars are coming through there 80 miles an hour, and it's pitch black dark. So you don't even want to be out there in that kind of situation. As well as bringing the 1 liter gas bottle or a spare gas can, doing that stretch of highway, loading up, having at least a gallon of gas on you, and shooting just in case. You can never be too safe, but you can be sorry if you don't do the right thing. So, is that fair, folks? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's some
Okay.
good stuff.
Yes.
One of
Very.
the gas stations had construction. I think it was up, but we couldn't go in because it was under construction. So that's another thing you got to worry about too.
Wow. What were you saying, Ana? You said anything?
Oh, she must
Okay,
have she blanked off
she
again.
must have blanked out. Okay, so
Yeah.
when she gets back in, we'll pop her back in. Okay, so we bed down in Fort Stockton. We wake up the next morning. Where we going and what do we do?
Or Stockton. I think we got on. I don't know if that was the day we did 900, but let me see, where did we go that day? We rode straight.
We went to what's the next stop? Was it before? Was it? I think we made it to California the next day, wasn't it?
From
Yeah,
Fort
it was
Stockton?
3 days.
You made
One
you
of those
guys made
days.
it. You guys made it to
Oh,
Cali from Fort Stockton?
No. Where did we go from Fort Stockton?
I remember.
Arizona.
I think you told me to stay at this place, and Sarge told me to stay at this place, and I kept saying the wrong thing. We went
Oh
to
yeah. I know. It was Cathedral City.
I took a
Cathedral
picture of
City.
it.
We
Cathedral City.
Right. Yeah, right
And I
there.
stayed right before Cathedral City. Where did we stay? The town that the
Yeah.
young man said we were. It was a
Yeah.
nice
Cause
hotel. I got pictures. I saw pictures on the app where you could see all the bikes outside.
yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
Yeah,
right
were.
before the casino.
Yeah. So
yeah,
you guys that rode from Fort Stockton, Texas, all the way up to basically California state line.
yeah.
So
Exactly, exactly.
yeah. So at this
Yes.
point we're about
Yes.
100 miles from LA. Am I correct?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Approximate,
Because you
yes.
told us to say, and I kept saying, you said Cathedral City, and I kept saying Cathedral something, but it was going to take us out like 45 minutes off of I-10, and I said Sarge wouldn't do that. Sarge wouldn't send us
Nope.
that far off of I-10. So
Nope.
as soon as we got up the next day, I was riding, and it just hit me in the face, Cathedral City. I said, "Oh man, we were about a mile or two away from it." Yeah, yeah. You know that road, Sarge. You know every little nook and cranny in that road. Yeah,
Well,
you was
I
right
know a
on
little
point.
bit. I know a little bit of it.
Yeah,
But hey,
yeah.
okay, so at this point, we feeling good, man. We feeling like James Brown good at this point. Cause now we flexing. I saw y'all out there in front of the California state sign flexing and doing your thing. They made it to Cali,
Yeah.
man. So at this point, I know you guys feeling really good. Very, very
Yes.
yeah, let's talk
Excited.
about it. Let's talk about hitting Cali on a
You know,
motorcycle for the first time coming from the East Coast, coming from the bottom.
Oh, you excited?
Sarge. Like any trip you do, whether it's in a car or whether it's on bike, when you initially set off to go to the trip, you're excited because you're waiting for the moment you get there. We got there, we got the Santa Monica Pier, it was nice. We went to the other part of the pier. It was another section. Then we went back around to the actual pier where we see on your page. And then after we did all that, the celebration, then it set in. Hey, we got to drive all the way back. And then we had to come all the way back
Yeah.
off. I thought, you get there, you happy. Oh yeah, we made it. Now you got to go back home.
Yeah.
You got to do that
Hey,
same
hey,
trip all over again.
that's the real mission accomplishment, making it. Hey, but
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Yes,
hey,
And
but
sir.
and we left Cali like at peak day, like the heat. We rolled through all the hot stuff around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We at peak heat time, so we felt the heat. It was 108, 109 when we rolled
Whoa.
through.
wow.
Plus the engine and everything was hotter. Yeah.
But
The bike
I'm
was
We
even hot.
probably, in
The bike
hindsight,
told you.
we should have probably waited a little later on. We should have probably shut down and waited, but we got through it, man. It was hot, but we got through it. We peeled a couple layer of clothes off, and we got through it.
splitting lanes in Cali. We don't split lanes in Florida, man. What did that feel like? And did you guys split lanes?
We didn't have to split lanes because the traffic was really good around that time. We thought it was going to be bad, but the traffic was flowing. We didn't have no problem, but they were splitting it now.
Oh
We seen
yeah,
a couple
yeah,
bikes shot past us splitting now because it was
yeah.
on them little sports bikes, and they wasn't playing.
Oh, they get
They
it
was
in and
not
out,
playing.
man. They'll teach you how to do it real quick,
Yeah,
or you'll be sitting there forever.
everybody that everybody that we spoke to say we need to get inside Cali early. We need to
Early
get in there early, and you even say get in and get out.
and get the
And
hell
we
out.
kind of got in there when the traffic was pretty decent. It was pretty decent when we got in. And right after we were leaving, it started getting congested.
Okay. Okay, so we get into Cali. We standing in front of the Santa Monica Pier sign. We posting. We taking our pictures. We are victorious. So let's do this. Of course, we had to do it again. We did it twice. We did it twice because now we got to come back home. So let's do it like this. Let's say I'm gonna have each person go through and give me your good, the bad, the ugly. What did you learn? What did you take away from this experience? And what would you like our viewers to know about this particular ride? And I lost Anna, so we'll pull her back on when she can get back on. But let's start with you, Joe, if you don't mind.
Well, what I took away from it, it was a nice ride. What you're going is the planning wise. If you're going to try to get them 1,000 miles, you have to leave early. You cannot leave at 2 and 3. You can't leave at 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning. You have to leave 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you plan it. The plan is good, but the takeaway was good. The only thing I had about them was coming back from California. That heat wasn't nothing to play with. But other than that, and then like Tommy said, we should have shut down
There goes
and then came back home. But as far as the weather, everything, and then the storm chasing, trying to beat the storm back home, that was a little challenging because we got a call from you all. I think it was in just left Fort Stockton, and you said the weather was bad, so we had to push it all the way to Pensacola. But that was an experience, and
yeah.
everybody held up. So, what I think about it, the good, the bad, it was all good. I don't have too much bad about it, you
Okay,
know.
was it? Let me before I walk away from you, Joe. Was it what you thought it was going to be,
Yes, and a little more.
and a little bit more?
I thought it was going to be a little challenging from all the videos I've been watching of your videos. I thought it was going to be a little challenging. I thought the heat was going to be worse than it was, but the heat wasn't bad because I was on the phone with Nasty, and I think we was coming through New Mexico, Arizona, and it was. I seen Tommie and Ana holding up their shield, and they was like, I was like, "What's wrong with them?" And then he told me, it's hot. And I didn't feel it until I left that shield up. As soon as I left that shield up, oh my God, I felt it. But as long as that shield was down, I was good. But
Would you say?
once you lift it up, that heat like slap in your face.
Would you say now that the ride is over, were you happy with your preparation? Do you think you were very well prepared to execute this ride, or was it something else you say, I wish I would have done this?
I'm happy with the ride. I'm happy with the preparation. Now the only thing I said was like you said, was the riding gear. We wish we would have had the whole set because we did get the pants, but we should would have had the top because of the rain. And other than that, I was I was more than happy with it.
Sounds like a winner. Okay. Who wants to go
And then
next?
one more thing,
I'm sorry,
and
go
just like
ahead.
you always said, which is gonna make you either want to ride some more or make you want to put it up. Now I think it done gave me the one to ride a little more.
Facts. Hey man, I tell everybody,
Yeah.
man, it is once you've done it, man, ain't no stopping you. We can't hold you down now. You want to keep pushing.
Yeah.
Well, well, thank you, brother. Who's next? Who wants to do theirs next?
I'll go next. So the good, the
Okay.
bad, and the ugly of the ride. As far as the good, I'm happy that we all set out to accomplish something, and we did it. We said that we were going to do it, and we did it. Yeah, it was a little bit of trials and tribulations with the weather and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we accomplished what we set out to do. Um, Pretty much the weather, probably the heat. Oh, as far as good too is that we got back safely. I want to say that we got back safely because anything could have happened at any given time, and we got back. It wasn't over like you said until we got home to the front door. So I
Facts.
was happy we all rode good. We all rode like champs. Nobody pretty much complained. Oh yeah, we were tired. We were beat up and stuff like that. We were a little dehydrated here, but I mean we all held up. We all stood up in the paint. We all did good. So the ugly is probably the weather. The weather. I wish, and everybody's not
You want some news?
outdoorsmen like me. I wish we could have probably stayed outside a couple nights. Probably I like that kind of stuff. We probably could have camped out or something, but that was unfamiliar territory for us. So I don't know what, maybe a truck stop or something like that. But I could have probably missed the night in a hotel or something like that. I could have probably took my bag out and laid on it because for the time that we slept in the hotel, it wasn't really that much. A couple hours, and we had to get up and do it all over again. But that's it. And the ugly, Just the weather, man. The weather was probably the worst part. The heat. We weren't really prepared for that heat. Like I said, it was a different heat from South Florida. Yeah, it's hot here. It's humid a little bit, it rain, but that heat was like some oven stuff. Like we were on a rotisserie. We were riding through California and Arizona, and we were literally cooking the whole time. It was hot, man. It's a different heat, but we made it through. We made it through, and we survived it. And everything that was put in front of us, we conquered it, and we made it safely. Ana did really good. Uh, she stood up in the paint. She didn't complain. I know she learned to secure her backpack, her tour pack. She left her tour pack open, and her vest flew out the tour pack. So I know she learned that much. And I left my tour pack
Yes.
open, and I left a couple dollars at the gas station. I forgot to go in maybe once or twice
Yes.
to get my change. It was
Make a change.
probably not that much. It was probably $2, $3, $4. I think I left $10 one time because we just wanted to get back on the bike and ride, and I forgot to go back in and get my change. But other than that,
Yes, that's
everybody
why I'm
did
excited.
well. Everybody, he was excited. Everybody rode well. Nobody said I can't anymore, or we gotta stop and park. Everybody just said, okay, we're gonna do this amount of miles, and even though we probably grunted or we were probably tired, we did it. Nobody really complained. I mean, we back. We made it back. Joe wanted to stop back in Jacksonville to see you. Joe wasn't gonna let you not give us those patches, Sarge.
No,
Joe was talking.
Joe
I'm
went.
going back.
Hey,
We going back.
Joe, hey, Joe went playing. Joe said, "Sarge, I'm coming to get you. Ain't mailing nothing. I'm coming to get mine." He was not playing. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
this is
That's true.
matter of fact for the viewers that are watching.
yeah.
This is us. This is us actually on the day that they arrived back, and
Yes.
we're at Harley
Uh huh.
Davidson, and these guys are getting their wear up
Soaking
of their
wet.
patches. Oh yeah, they were soaking wet.
Yes.
That's D Bell with him. He's also from South Florida. He was doing his I-10 to the end, Gold Star third award. So yeah, he had rode
Wow.
across, but that's the family now. This is my South Florida family. Let's see.
Yeah, because
Let's
one more thing, Sarge. I'm gonna get
okay.
on real quick
Okay.
because we was coming back and we did the storm. We got checked in the hotel at 1 o'clock, one something in the morning, and then they looked at me. I said, okay, we got to get back 6 o'clock because we got to catch Sarge. I'm not missing Sarge, so we had like 4 or 5 hours sleep before we had to come back to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I remember that because that's
No, we
right.
had 2 or 3. We had two or
Yeah,
three hours of sleep.
y'all didn't get
Yeah,
much,
for,
man.
for
Y'all
3 hours.
Yeah,
Yes.
y'all didn't get much
Yeah.
at all. I remember that y'all bedded down, and I'm looking, and you text me, and I said, hey, here's my window. I got to get to work. Blah 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 blah. And next thing you know, I watch you guys on Glimpse, and y'all was not playing no games, getting it in, man. And so I appreciate it, man. You guys rode well.
No
You rode
game.
safe. But I'm gonna say this before we turn this over to Ana. I'm gonna say this: it's hilarious to hear people from South Florida say, "Sarge, the heat was so much." I think that's hilarious, man. 'Cause
It
I
is.
tell
Yeah, yeah,
everybody there's
yeah.
two types of heat. There's a heat we deal with in the
Yes,
South or the
Lord.
Southeast, very humid, very tropical, almost like a jungle type environment, and that's that desert stuff. When I get out there to Arizona, to New Mexico, to Cali, man, I can't take it, man. I have
No
to stay
joke.
inside all
No
day.
joke.
Yeah.
That's
We
no
we
joke.
we just not
Hmm.
used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
No.
think that's pretty funny. I'm sorry, did I steal your final thought? Go ahead, Tommy. You got any final thoughts? I'm
No,
sorry,
and pretty
Joe.
much, I'm just happy we made it home. Yeah, we made it home safe. And yeah, the last day, real quick, the last day we were trying to get in front of the storm. We were trying to get on the east of the storm. So we took a couple. What did we take? 12. We took I-12 and we took what was those 2 roads we took? I-12 and
10.
1604 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
which is
not
I
go through the
12.
city a couple times.
It was 12.
I-12 and 16.
I 12.
Yeah, we did it twice though. But yeah, we
Okay,
had a blast. But it
because
was overall, Sarge. It was. Go ahead.
no, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Overall, it was a fantastic trip, man. I definitely want to do it again, and I know exactly what to do this time, and I know exactly how to prepare to the T this time. But I definitely want to do it again. I'm gonna do it with my younger brother. He
No,
wants to do
can
it, so I'm gonna do it
go.
again.
Nice.
Yeah,
So we can make you a gold star. Let's do that.
exactly. Yes,
All
yes.
right. Who's next?
Anna,
Anna.
It's an experience. That's a given. That's a total experience you'll never forget. It was beautiful. I loved it. I
Damn,
would
just go
love
cut.
to do it again. Other rides. Um, I don't want to stop. That's one thing for sure. Like they said, either you want to stop or keep going. I want to keep going.
Awesome.
I loved it. Yes, I learned a lot. I next time I know how to prepare better. For sure, I'll check my bags and make sure everything's locked proper. um, Very excited, very happy that I had that tire package. It saved my butt. Um, but just the
I
rain and
think
the
your bike
heat.
would have made it with that plug, though.
I think so, but it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Definitely.
But
Definitely. Yeah.
I would do it all over again 100 times. I'm super happy.
Wow. Wow. Glad to hear that.
Just now
Yeah.
I know what to expect for next time.
Awesome.
Yeah, hold on. I got one more
Yes.
thing to add to what Anna's saying, Sarge. Anna's saying that
Yeah.
she, me,
Well,
her, and Tommy are together,
Sarge,
and she's the only one mad because she had a
um,
flat tire.
my brother, I have other people that want to do it, and they all excited like we were, and they don't know the little challenges that they're gonna face. But we all go into it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But it's not. It's not a piece of cake like everybody make it. But it's not hard. You're doing what you like doing, but it's just the elements. Maybe it's a better time of the season to go, but I wouldn't change anything for the world because it's all an experience. So I mean, it
Well,
happened the way it was supposed to happen. You
well,
know, that's
Yeah.
I'm
what
gonna
I
say
think.
this. Well, I'm gonna say this real quick. Since you said that, that okay, every season has its issues. It does. Well,
Yes,
winter. I've had winter riders do it. It is issues in the winter. I've had summer riders do it as issues. There's always going to be issues. Rainy season, windy. It's just what it is. But I
exactly.
always tell all my riders, the better you are prepared, the easier it will be. It's not going to be easy, but it will be easier. You will mitigate issues that you don't have to deal with if you prepare yourself. Is that a fair assessment, folks?
That
Yes,
is
sir.
absolutely correct.
Very
Yeah.
true. Very true. Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna get you out of a butt whooping on that seat. Your butt gonna hurt, your back gonna hurt, your neck. Ain't nothing getting you out of that now. You
Yeah,
gonna have to pay that highway toll.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Ain't yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
you like when I go Sarge when it be comfortable. It ain't gonna be comfortable.
Nah.
So you have to be
Yeah.
comfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes, yes.
You've got to be mentally strong. You got to be locked in. You got to be laser focused. You have to be. If not, this trip is not for you. So,
Yes.
so folks, and we'll bring this into home. Let me do this before I go any farther. Let me do this. Let me tell everybody right now. We've been doing I-10 to the end for 3 years now. For the first couple years, I couldn't find my South Florida family. But this year, man, South Florida's in the house, and you guys are coming strong. Several successful rides for my South Florida riders, and you guys are mixing in all kind of cool stuff. You're mixing in I-40, you're mixing in Four Corners. You guys, You guys are doing some epic stuff down in South Florida, man. It's so beautiful to see my Floridians, my family, my fellow Floridians that are getting on these bikes and are going across the country and making a reputation for yourself. I don't know if that was the plan, but damn it, we're going to take credit for it.
Most definitely.
Take credit for it. So family, let's do this. Anything else that you want to say before we let you guys get on to your work day? Because I know you're busy. We got folks in trucks and moving things, and folks are flying out. So I appreciate it because I know life be lifing. So we can't stop lifing for a podcast. But I appreciate you guys sacrificing to do this for us. So we'll go down the room. Any final last thoughts before we shut this thing on down?
Thank you, Sarge, and I appreciate you. And I definitely want to do it again. This is something good that you are doing, and it really you get a chance to think a lot when you're on that bike. And like I said before, you get to think about your next move, and it's just a nice thing, man. It's a nice thing you're doing. Thank you.
Appreciate that, sir.
Thank you very much for everything, Sarge. Thank you.
Awesome stuff.
Well,
Joe.
Sarge, what I'm saying is I'm
And your
waiting for the next
awesome wife
challenge.
that she's with you.
I'll let her know. She's the operations officer.
Yes. A lot of kisses to her.
A lot of love. She's the one to keep the wheels running.
For sure.
But
She's the operations
like I said,
officer.
you got me ready for the next challenge. I'm ready for the next adventure. I'm thinking. I'm putting together for next year. It's either going to be the 48 states in 10 days or the Four Corners.
Let's do it.
I haven't told Tommie yet, but I'm officially saying it. But we waiting for the next challenges, just like you said. It's gonna make you want to ride.
Hey, Tommie, get your motorcycle ready, man.
I'm waiting for him to come out with autopilot.
Okay.
Hey, but like you said, make sure you get your bike. And one thing I'm gonna say to everybody: make sure you get your bike checked out before you try to do this ride. Take your bike to the shop. Get everything serviced. Don't get on the road and where people broke down and they gotta sit there with you.
Yeah.
Hey, last question for me, family. Before we wrap the last question, y'all ready?
Yes.
And don't be lying now. Don't be lying. How much Lucci does it take to make a ride like this? How much money Sarge got to carry and be prepared?
I've been trying to add it up. I'm at about 1,700, I think.
17?
Maybe a little more.
Okay.
Where are you at, Tommie?
You said 800?
That's exactly.
I didn't really calculate much, but I know I had about. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You got to figure. You got a hotel. You figure 6 days in hotel, average $145 a hotel.
Joe bougie a little bit, Sarge.
I'm very
Joe
bougie,
got a
Sarge.
high.
Ain't no little bit.
Okay.
I'm very bougie.
Okay.
I'm very bougie when it comes to hotel, Sarge.
Yeah.
Ain't no little
Sarge,
bit.
I said I could sleep outside.
Nah.
Yeah, you did.
I could sleep outside.
Ain't gonna happen, Sarge.
But no, I mean, I could hang in the bank. I could hang and bang with the best of them, but it does get costly if you sleeping like that. The accommodations were nice. Everybody was nice. We had some nice rooms. The only thing was we were not in the rooms enough. Yeah, that's my only issue with the rooms. We weren't in the rooms long enough. But the accommodations were good to enjoy it. But we weren't there to enjoy it. We were there to get the Cali and back. But
Facts.
I say
you would.
Go ahead.
You figure.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah.
Finish your thought. You said what you?
I think I took about 1,500, and then I had the plastic on me, so I think I took about 1,500 with me, but I didn't really calculate it. I was having too much fun to calculate it. Once we got there, everything was worth it. Once we got there, we did what we said that we were gonna do.
Okay.
So I didn't even care about the money,
use that much
and
in
I
cash.
never did care about the
used
money.
plastic.
Okay. What you think? What you think, Ana? How
I
much?
took 17 in cash. And it took me and it brought me back without issues. Thank God.
Nice, nice. So that's the consensus, folks. I would have said what they said too. I would have said anything from 1,700 to $2,000. Of course, you want to have a Mercy credit card because there's some unexpected things that you don't plan for, but you can do this thing, man, for less than $2,000 if you're smart and you're spending your money correctly. If your bike is maintenance
Yeah.
well, it's not that big of an issue. So bringing this to cap. So family, let me say this. Thank you for caring enough to share your ride, I-10 to N, coast to coast, the social experiment, each one teach one with us. I'll really, really appreciate that. So let's do this. Hey, God bless my South Florida family. We family for life. Y'all don't know this, but we I-10
Yes.
family now, and nobody can take that
Yes.
away.
Nope.
Yeah, the only thing I
Nope,
can say,
not at
one
all.
thing.
What's that?
I'm waiting on my shirt. That's all. After that, it's
Oh,
it.
it's coming, man.
I got the patch.
It's coming, man.
Hey, just like I told Tommy, I'm waiting on the shirt now. You got the patch.
Hey,
I wouldn't leave without it.
Hey,
but
them shirts look good, man. We saw D Bell, man. Them shirts good, man. We waiting on the shirts.
hey, when y'all get them shirts, you got to post a picture on Iron Elite. You got to flex on them.
You
I'm gonna
already
be
know.
wearing
You
mine all
already
the
know.
time.
We're going to
I
make
can't
South
wait.
Florida come up a little more because we are flexing
Facts.
now.
Hey, man, we
Yes.
ride motorcycles in Florida. We ain't playing with y'all, man. Y'all better
We ain't
figure it
playing
out.
with y'all.
Hey, family, God bless, man. And we'll see y'all the next time. Take care.
Okay, Sarge.
Take
Thank
care,
you. All
man.
right.
Take care.
One love. Take care.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, there you have it, man. My South Florida family. Rider 275, Joe Fann. Rider 276, Tommie Harris. Rider 277, Ana Padilla, man. They did their thing, man. Each one teach one have made the coast to coast ride. We appreciate them so much. A couple things I want to just reemphasize on their ride. We talk about these things, but I appreciate these guys took all the instruction and the advice that we gave them to heart. Having their roadside emergency kits, having their wheel and tire package, having their emergency credit card, preparing themselves to make this ride, and taking the instructions well. There's plenty of times on the road that they were getting ready to do a certain thing, consulted with me, reached out, Sarge, hey, Sarge, this is our thought process about this. What do you think? Yeah, sounds like a great plan. I think I would pull up a little bit. And they took my advice on it. So I appreciate them for doing that, man. Together as a team, as a family, just learning from each other on how to motorcycle great. That's what it's really all about. And let me say this, man, about my I-10 to the N ambassadors, man. Reef, Low Key, Big Country, Becky Tart, the Bells, D Bell, as well as Sonny Bell. I've got so many of you guys that are constantly watching out for our riders on the I-10, checking in, making sure those guys are doing well. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. You guys really do help this program run smoothly. Thank you to Kodak, the rider, man, the ground pounder. I appreciate you guys, man. Everybody who contributes and supports this I-10 to the N get out. I don't think you're being told enough, so I want to be able to tell you today how much I appreciate you guys. At this point, man, we're at 277 successful rides, man. That's nothing to shake a stick at. I'm telling you, 277 safe, successful rides. When we first started this thing out, people told me, oh, Sarge, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be wild. No, it's not. When you have the right people put in place, you have the right people teaching, you have the right people inspiring, it will do well. I guarantee you this. Tomorrow, I'll be having the Grand Slam folks on. I'll be having Reef, K Solo, Monica, and Mark, who did the Grand Slam, the SCMA's Grand Slam, man. You don't want to miss that one. That's tomorrow, Saturday, at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Now, we talking about motorcycle riding on these guys. We talking about above, beyond, and through yonder. We talking about some over 15,000 miles of motorcycle riding, completing different challenges and different courses across the United States. Man, y'all stay tuned for that. If you want to learn how to ride extreme, excessive miles all over this United States in every climate place, whether it's desert, whether it's mountains, whether it's back roads, whether it's major interstates, whether it's in the South, whether it's in the North, tune in to that show tomorrow, man. And I guarantee you this, you're going to learn today. Because on the Iron Elite podcast, man, the guests are the stars. The ones who are out there getting miles, who are making things happen, that are making memories, that are making relationships. They're crossing time zones, and they're doing this thing like it's nobody's business. So stay tuned tomorrow, man. I'm going to have those guys on. I have the great K Solo, Sharif, Monica, and Mark. We're going to have 4 of the baddest on the planet on 2 wheels tomorrow, 8 a.m. on Iron Elite podcast show. It'll be on the YouTube channel, Sarge Life and Motorcycling. On Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have Jamaica Kim Henry. We'll be talking about her epic Hoka Hey Challenge. Some over 12,000 miles in 10 days, 10, 11 days. We're going to have her on talking, sleeping on the ground, taking back roads, doing turn-by-turn instructions on the paper map, going from Daytona to Key West, from Key West all the way to Alaska, using a paper map, man. No GPS, none of that crazy stuff. And oh, by the way, sleeping on the ground, no hotels, no nice accommodations, just getting it, just her machine, the elements, and making it happen, man. So we'll have her on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, to interview her and talk about her great Hoka Hey ride. And again, last notes, man, before we finish this thing out. Tomorrow, it is my goal, it is my plan to introduce the 2025 Titan nominations, or winners. I'm sorry, winners. Titan winners. Here's a secret. It's a male and a female. That's all I'm going to say on this thing, man. It's a male and a female, and I'll be introducing those guys to the world tomorrow. And thank you to all those guys who took the time to fill out those links, who took the time to give us the write-ups, and to be able to let us know about all these people across our country that are doing great things in our motorcycle community. Thank you so much. We had over 60 nominations done by link. Over 60. Thank you to the wife. She went through each and every one of them, put it together, got all the data together for our Titan judges to vote on these people. So I'm going to say this. They voted for 2, but it could have been just as easy to vote for more. Everybody that was nominated was pretty qualified, extremely qualified. So I'm going to say this. If you did not get it for 2025, don't worry. 2026 is right around the corner. There's a lot of qualified people to be Titans. They truly are. And don't think you're being snubbed. You're not. We just can only do so many. But guarantee you, if you're qualified to be a Titan this year, chances are that you're going to be qualified to be a Titan next year and the next year and the next year and the next year. So it is what it is. So I appreciate everybody for supporting the Titan program. I appreciate you. It means the world to us. And I'm going to say about the Titan Award real quick, if you guys don't mind. The Titan Award is not a corporate award. No business, no company supports or sponsor or pays for this award. This is an award by the people, man. We use donations from you guys to fuel the Titan Award. It's all donations. It's folks who pledge $2 or give $5 or give $10. That's how we come up with the money and the funding to do the Titan Award. It's our award. It's the people's award. I don't allow companies and corporate sponsorship to get involved with that because it's for the people, by the people. So for the ones who do donate to the Titan program, I appreciate you guys. Mad salute, mad love, because you're donating and contributing to our community. For the ones who don't know and would like to donate to the Titan Award, we will put the link up. We will put it up. I will post it today. So you can just hit the Cash App link and donate $1, $2, whatever you feel compelled to do so. And I can guarantee you this, 100% of those donations go to the Titan Award. And when I say go towards the Titan Award, it goes to the trophy. It goes through per diems. It goes through accommodations. It goes through shipping the award to them. It goes to purchasing the award. It goes to everything Titan. So I can guarantee you this, 100% of everything you donate goes to the Titan program to continue to fuel it and to keep it going, because it's only going to stay going if we make it go. So I'm going to say that. As long as we make it go, it will continue to go. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. I appreciate everybody who rocks with the channel. The channel is growing, and I do appreciate it. And we got some hardcore people that's on the channel that's getting in. And I understand people have to work, people have to go places. Life be lifing. But for those who can't even catch the show live, and they'll go back and they'll watch the show live, or they'll listen to the show when they're driving their truck, or they'll listen to the show at their job, I truly appreciate you guys. I do. That's why I put so much into it. When I leave here today, in about an hour, I'm packing lunch and I'm heading to my job. Oh, by the way, Sarge has a day job too. And I'm on my job until midnight. And then when I come home, I'm in the studio. I'm in the podcast studio for another hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'm working on editing. I'm working on cut-ups. I'm working on shorts for the YouTube channel. I'm working on info for the Iron Elite page, or I'm working on the campaign itself. Then I crash out and I wake up and I'm constantly checking all the socials, focusing on what we have to do. Again, planning for the event that's coming up in February, and talking to folks who want to register for the ride, or folks that I have on the highway that are doing the ride. It don't stop. It don't stop. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But I do it because I love doing it. I do it because I believe in people. I do it because I believe in the motorcycle community. I think we're stronger than people ever would know or understand. I think we're stronger than we even know. And I'm here to push that word out to us, to let us know we don't have to be worried about what somebody else is getting accomplished. We don't have to worry about what somebody else is doing, because what we're doing here is so special. We are the show here, and you guys are the superstars. So I appreciate that. Again, if you like the channel, you like what we're doing here on the Iron Elite podcast, I challenge you guys, man. Each one share one. Share the channel. It doesn't take nothing, man. You know a motorcycle rider out there. Hey, man, say, man, did you check out YouTube, man? Sarge, Life in Motorcycling. Go over there to the channel, man. Check it out. See if you like it. If you like it, subscribe to it. If you subscribe to it, go through some of the shows, man. Hit some likes. Give me some comments. Give me some feedback. Let's push this thing and let's make this thing big, man. Something that we can enjoy for a long time to come. Again, more to come. We're going to be doing a lot more in the Above and Beyond series of Yonda. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be bringing on more guests. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be doing some collaborations with other podcasters or content creators. Stand by for that. A lot coming up. And I can guarantee you this, we're going to get better and better. And oh, by the way, the internet God got me today, man. Wi-Fi was jacked. But that's okay. The devil ain't going to win. We're going to get it together, and we're going to continue to soldier on, because that's what true winners do, man. They don't worry about rain. They don't worry about it's too hot. They don't worry about it's too cold. They continue to push on, and they ride those motorcycles till they get to the mission or get to the destination to accomplish their mission, man. So I don't know if I got anything else, man. I've been on here too long. I think I've covered everything I need to cover. Share, man. Share. We need to get the page to 3,000 subs. It's easy, man. We can do it with you guys' help. Each one share one. With that being said, don't forget, man, keep it motorcycling. You dig?
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.